Bye-bye.
Adios.
Come back, man. Come back. Come back. Give me the paper again. Count one will be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios.
Then gave him the finger.
Come back again. Did you say? Did you say that?
Yes, sir. I did.
Oh, you did say that?
I'm not
I find you in
gonna-
direct criminal contempt. 30 days in the county jail.
I mean, yeah, like, listen, there is part of me that's conflicted about this, to be perfectly honest, because, you know, it should be based on the crime, but at the same time, your attitude always lends into those things. Your attitude always lends in, even if it was like a jury, you know? That's why some people don't want to take the stand themselves.
Let your wife speak, sir.
His wife?
He's been attacked.
His wife?
Okay.
Can I tell you something?
You're his wife?
No, he's
With a real wife, please stand back.
She's married now. He is technically married.
She is.
He is technically married to another woman.
Also, this definitely had to be during the Panamaroni, because, like, they had all of those, like, boards up and stuff.
But he is technically married to another guy.
Hey, you know what you're talking about.
You don't know anything. You
You
say
don't.
you're his wife. You're technically married to somebody else.
All she does is stop
He's
people.
technically
That's
married
it.
about that. Kids. And you know what? He has 10 kids.
Yeah, okay.
10 kids. I looked it up.
What's that have to do with
Look
all
it
this?
up.
Oh my gosh, this is more like Maury than it is Judge Mathis. Man, the devil works hard, but Judge Mathis works harder. They were not shutting down production for no Panorama. Or Judge Mathis, let's go.
She used to be your girlfriend.
She was never my girlfriend.
I was his girlfriend
She
when the
wasn't
lights
never
went
my
out.
Thank
girlfriend.
you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All my kids,
you
she
said
wasn't my girlfriend.
When the lights went out, when he didn't see me, I was.
You had relations with her 3 times.
Oh my gosh. It is just insane in this courtroom.
Girlfriend 3 times, that's for sure.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Your girlfriend, you love her. You're in love.
Love him too.
I ain't gonna lie.
Never stop.
I ain't gonna lie. I
She
love
say she
her.
love you and ain't never
I
stop.
love her and I ain't gonna never
And you
stop.
in love.
Nah.
You're in love.
Wow, Judge Mathis, he's been going off. Like, I remember being homesick from school and watching Judge Mathis. It was Judge Judy and then I think Judge Mathis was on after. And I don't remember it being like this, but hey, this is top-notch entertainment.
You speak again, I'm just gonna
Golf digger? I think that says, it's supposed to say gold.
throw you out. Where's the engagement ring?
I pawned it because I needed the money.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Then take off the coat. Take off the coat. Then take off the coat.
That's not fair, Judge. It was a gift.
Just a second.
Also, I don't know. I just wouldn't pawn off the engagement ring. Well, I guess it depends.
He can take the ring
No,
back
no,
when no, I
no.
get back.
No.
But the coat is a
Take.
gift.
Listen to me. You think you're smarter than I am?
No, I don't.
You think you're smarter than I am?
How long were you married for?
We're gonna hold your coat for safekeeping. When he gets the ring back, you get back the coat. Do we understand each other? Now take off the coat. Then you can have the coat back. See how wonderful that is, Mr. Hudson?
Yes, ma'am.
Give it to him.
It's really funny. He wanted the fur coat back because he couldn't get the engagement ring back. I mean, I don't know, I guess that's fair. Like, listen, I've never been divorced or had to call off an engagement, so I don't know how that works, but I feel like in either of those situations, I would probably give back the expensive thing, you know? Like, I would rather give back the engagement ring that I'm not gonna wear anymore than the fur coat that I might still wanna wear, personally. Guys, married people weigh in. Nobody needs to hear my opinion about this when I've never gone through it. You weigh in if you were in this situation. What do you do with the ring? I don't know. Let me know.
And I don't know who he is, but whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile when somebody has lost a family member. I mean, the entire time that Mr. Zucker's sister was speaking, that clown, and that's what I'm going to call him, a clown, was sitting there smiling and laughing. And you can go too, because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail.
I've actually seen this one like just on my own personal time on YouTube. And it's like, she was like laughing while somebody delivered like a victim impact statement or something.
So leave. Anybody that can sit there and laugh and smirk when somebody, take her, she's going in the back. She's going in the back. Anybody else want to go? You can go too.
Imagine, yeah, go to, I think she probably only went to jail for like a day, but still, go, sit in there and think about what you did. It's like when you're a kid and you gotta like put your nose in the corner. I'm like, go sit in that cell and think about what you did, okay? Maybe reflect, because that's so inappropriate.
I need to learn to behave myself.
You know, if I had a rock, I would throw it at you right now.
You know,
Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No, you know what? I'm the public defender. I have a right.
I don't think a judge can act like that.
I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand and
I
represent
said sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat your ass.
While there are no witnesses to the initial
Oh my
conflict,
gosh.
the mic picks up some of the altercation.
I don't know, like, I don't know if the lawyer was like being bad or anything, but like, I don't think that you can act like that as a judge. The guy who's like just trying to like, you know, be found innocent, he's just standing there, he's like, well, it's not looking good for me, man. You'd be so devastated. You'd be like, any other lawyer, please. That's so, I was gonna say that's so funny. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully that man's okay.
I like you both. All right? What happens on the football field stays on the football field. People get rough and tough, and then they walk away.
Dang. Dang, there's some football drama.
They don't end up in court, okay? And you're a great kid. Now, this isn't ballet, it's football. Kids get hurt on a football field. The whole thing about being a bully.
I have a lot of questions. Somebody obviously got hurt. At the bottom it said that somebody was suing for pain and suffering. It depends. It depends. Clearly, whatever Judge Pirro, I'm assuming it's Pirro. Whatever Judge Pirro saw, she was like, no, they were just playing football and that's it. So I'll go with her judgment.
While waiting at court.
Oh, dang. I don't like that one. I didn't like it. I have nothing funny to say about that because it's just not funny. Ooh. Yikes.
OMG.
It's not good. It's not good. I mean, you definitely can't do that, but like, it's just a bad situation, you know? He's stressed. He's stressed. I'm not sure why he's stressed, but there might be a few reasons why he's stressed.
Made one payment of $100, and you sold the horse to her for $1,500, which means she owes you $1,400.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. Judgment's on the counterclaim for $1,400. We're done. Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Hey! That's so funny. What the hell? Can I watch that one again, Chris? Even I, like, listen, I don't owe anybody $1,400, and even I'm sitting here like, what in the world? Everyone was shocked. Even, especially the people who showed up because they wanted to watch Judge Judy that day. They just got to watch 30 seconds of her. That's crazy.
Wait, you want to watch this again?
Nah, it's cool. I did, but now I'm over it. I worked it out.
Sorry, sir. False alarm.
Oh, that's so funny. I love Judge Judy. Man, when I was a kid and I was sick, like in elementary school and stuff, and I was staying home sick, that's all I did was just watch Judge Judy and Judge Mathis all day, because that's what's on TV.
And Joe Brown.
And Joe Brown! Oh my God, how did I forget Judge Joe Brown?
A driver's license, and your mother didn't take the car back
She
from
hasn't
you.
had the car in her possession for 2 years because I was going through a divorce and her stepfather had the car until a week before.
Dang. Dang, everyone's upset.
And then, just a second, and then you gave it to her? Just a second. Then you gave it to her? Despite the fact that 2 years went by, she didn't get a driver's license?
I had been teaching her.
Great. Perfect. You pay the ticket. That's all. Out.
You're kidding me.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I like that people make it like the most confusing story. They're like, it was 2 years and I was doing this and he was doing this and then her dad had this. Like, it's so crazy. And then to find out that it's all over just a parking ticket, I'm like, how is there that long of a backstory behind a parking ticket? I don't understand. That's crazy. Man, well, Judge Judy solved that case real fast. Oh, we got new Judge Judy here. She's Justice Judy now.
And something that you don't know about me is that I was actually born and raised in Honduras.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take a year off from school to learn English.
And that's why you don't have any respect for our laws here?
And how does...
And personal property?
How do you take...
He's not familiar with our laws here.
That's so funny. I mean, like, how does she not realize that she sounds like an idiot?
2 days prior, my son had had an altercation with another student at the school. We assumed.
Your son?
Yeah.
Your son had an altercation with somebody? Your pure son? With no Honduras in him?
Yes,
pure as snow?
Yes.
Uncut?
Really? I mean, I know that's rude to say, but it's the truth. It's the truth. She sounds rude. She sounds discriminatory. And Judge Mathis said, no. No, thank you, ma'am. We're not doing that today.
Got you on video.
That's fine.
Your Honor, I had no intention on skipping out on the lease.
Just a second.
Whether you did or not, she was whole. She doesn't understand that. She doesn't understand that. She's not getting 1 cent from you, not a penny. And if the hole has to be fixed, let her fix it. She's got to learn to control that temper. She had no right. You understand that.
And that's the truth. We stand Judge Judy over here on Top 10 Central.
It would be like Mr. Schlesinger, if you paid your $2,000 rent on October 1st, on October 28th, Mr. Schlesinger came and busted in through your front door. You said, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I paid my rent through the end of this month. You have no right to bust in the front door of my house. This belongs to me until the end of the month.
But like, yeah, oh my god, man, landlords are crazy. Landlords are crazy. Especially living in like a city like Toronto. Holy smokes, they're wild. They want you to bend over backwards for them, and then they want to do nothing for you. It's just wild.
Well, I actually did have my Armani shirt, and he borrowed it. Never got it back.
Just pause for a second. Just because you put something in air quotes, it doesn't help. Do you understand?
Well, it helps me.
He borrowed it. Did he actually borrow it from you?
He borrowed it from me, yeah.
Okay, I know that his name is Judge Rinder, but I'm gonna keep calling him Judge Rinder because there's some people who it pisses off, and I think that that's really funny.
And it
right,
came
so
back
just
with
pause for a second whilst we have a small discussion there, Mason. So why do you say he borrowed it? How does that help?
Well, because I'm just exaggerating my words, Rinder.
You think that that's acceptable for you to talk to me like that?
Well, you could speak to me like that, so I guess so.
Now, Mason, this is my courtroom, and that's your first and second strike.
Do I think that him going borrowed is a big deal? Not really. I do think it's important to like clarify that he did really borrow it. I mean, he didn't steal it from you, but at the same time, you know, whatever. Judge Rinder. Somebody's getting ready to leave a comment. I love it.
He is 11. He goes to school?
He does.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
And you're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
Just living off of someone else's work? Shady, shady.
Okay.
But, I mean...
But you can work now, right?
I can, but...
So, but you can go get a job, right?
I could, but I'm not going to. My rent's free, my food is free.
Come on, that's one of the things. Don't have kids if you don't want to work to provide for them.
So that would slightly bring your child support down. And monthly, yes, slightly. Well, it would be more if you get a job.
He would pay more if I got a job?
No, it would be more for the child if you got a job.
Yeah, I'm really glad that the judge said those things because it's true. There's a big difference between people who don't work because they can't for a variety of reasons and people who just don't want to. Those people are annoying. It's annoying. Hi, no one wants to. Well, some people I'm sure want to and love it, but not everyone. Sometimes you just got to. It's just, especially when you have kids like...
Did you say something?
Sorry, can I have a tissue? I'm allergic.
Oh, John. Goodbye, John.
See you later.
Off you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is clearly like the British Judge Judy.
Bye.
No, out you go. Really? I've been called a lot worse by a lot better than you. What a chump.
I don't understand why, of all the people to be rude to, why on earth? Why on earth? Don't know why it's gonna be the judge. Just seems like a bad decision, personally. I don't know.
It is axiomatic that counsel show at least respect for what the court is doing. And what you just did shows a lack of respect for what the court is trying to do here, which is create an environment which is fair to all parties. I would suggest that you take a moment to think about that.
Very serious. It's a very different energy in the room.
I would suggest that you take a moment to think about that. I'm going to step off the bench because I found that I have tolerated a number of things in the courtroom, including, flip charts, writing in the middle of, the jury gets distracted when you were doing the flip charts here, jumping up and moving the boards. I would suggest that you temper some of that very quickly.
Dang, I have so many questions. What's going on here? This is serious. It's like crazy going from like TV court and like those sorts of things, all this like dramatized version of court, to a very real news courtroom. You know what I mean? Everyone is quiet. They don't want to be thrown in jail for contempt of court. We've seen that, that's for sure.
Face. I kindly placed her hand down and told her, you need to back up. You don't know me like that. You need to calm down. We exchanged a few words. I tried to walk past her. She proceeded to put her hand on my throat to choke me. And that's when I just had to let loose.
Okay.
These like cuts in this video are stressing me out. It's so hard to focus.
And that video is going to show right here. Good. Now I'm going to start with Ms. Hanson.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you park too close to her car?
It was a very tight space. And
did you park too close to her car?
No.
Okay. When you got out of your car, did your car door hit her car?
It touched it.
Then that was wrong, that it was too close to her car. Now, a small person may have been able to get out, but you're not a small person.
Correct.
So when you got out of the car and opened the door, it hit her property.
Yeah, Judge Judy said it pretty simply. Could you open your car door without hitting hers? No, then you probably parked too close. End of the story.
Both parents are fit and proper persons to have custody of the minor child. I'm awarding joint custody.
Just take me now. I can't do this. This is a disgrace. What you guys are doing, you need to neglect your son.
I mean, I don't know any of the intricacies, so I can't comment on anything, because maybe she's right. Who knows? I mean, I don't think you should just get up and yell at the judge. It usually doesn't work out well. But, when you're talking about your kid, assuming that's the joint custody.
It's $40. See the clerk. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Get back over there. You got a bad attitude. Don't give me an attitude.
Oh my
But the last thing in the world I need.
I've never seen Judge Caprio be a little, salty, for lack of a better term.
But the last thing in the world I need is an attitude. Okay? First of all, listen to me. First of all, I helped you out. Okay? You had two $30 tickets. The original tickets were $30 each, right? I reduced them to $20 each and charged you $40 instead of $150. And then you give me an attitude on the way out.
He was like, hey, don't give me, I agree. I do agree. If she came in there with $150 and he changed it to $40, I do agree that no attitude. But I also understand, people are stressed out. They got a lot of stuff on their shoulders. Maybe $40 is still a lot of money, So I do get it. A little bit, but I do also think that a thank you would have worked well.
Thing is, that's my best friend. I wasn't trying to put her in any danger. I wasn't trying to...
You think that it's not putting a dog in danger to breed a dog and to let her be in labor for 48 hours?
I don't think Mother Nature is dangerous, no. I thought her giving...
What? The guy's never heard of modern medicine?
Birth to some that it would be fine.
Mr. Conrad, the first time a man has to be in labor for 24 hours without assistance is the last time there will be a birth in this country, in the world. In the world. First time a man has to be in labor for 24 hours, it was, that's not happening again. I mean, plants would rule the world. Okay.
That's really funny. So he had a dog that was in labor for 48 hours, I think he said. What? And he's like, no, nature's just gonna, what? I don't know, it just seems weird that he's like, no, nature will run its course. I'm like, read a book, Google it. There's so many things to tell you that that's not good. I don't know if that's the real scenario, but if it is, geez Louise, that poor dog.
There's no way I'm going to try this case. I have 8 further proceedings, or I have to see you for 1 further set. Set for the review next week.
Watch
his
again
lawyer's face
as Webb literally spit on the judge. But this incident is far from the last time Bass Webb will spit in the face of the law.
Oh, wow, that really cut off on a cliffhanger. His lawyer's face though, he just turned and he's like, how am I? Help me help you, man. Please, please help me help you. That's crazy. And that's like, that's a whole separate charge now.
Did you tell the plaintiff that we put the puppy on a bar stool, she slipped off, I think she broke her paw. Her paw looks funny. Did you tell her that?
We told her that the dog was...
Hope the paw's okay.
No.
Energy.
That's a lie.
I had set up an appointment at my vet.
I don't care about that.
And
you have to understand, I don't care about your vet.
Yeah, sorry.
And emotional distress. I am the only one who's in emotional distress doing this case. Don't argue.
Everything.
Just don't, please do me a favor, don't argue with me.
Oh man, I gotta watch some Justice Judy. You guys told me all about the new show. She's got a new bailiff, she's got a new legal expert. I think that's who that blonde lady is beside her. So like, I mean, she's got her new robe on. She's looking fresh to death. So maybe I gotta get in on some Justice Judy. It's looking good. It's looking like the tea is hot over there.
Car home. And listen, you know nothing about cars, but what you do know are the bits of lights that should stay on and the bits that shouldn't, right?
Yes.
And you saw a light come on. What was the light that came on?
It was an engine light.
I don't know. That's my reaction is, I simply do not know.
And the handbrake light was also flashing, and the dials were moving up and down. And
not good, in other words.
No.
Don't know much, not good. The lights are flashing and you haven't bought yourself a mobile disco.
Okay, wait,
correct?
so...
Understood, correct.
I want to know more. I need more. Like, I get it. I get what's going on, but did she buy the car or is she the seller of the car? I need to know. Oh, well, I assume the buyer, because then he said you didn't buy yourself a mobile disco. I get it. Okay, we're figuring it out on the fly here.
What?
Can I just say he admitted to us that he was intoxicated?
I don't care if he's intoxicated or not. What were you cursing at him for? What were you cursing at him for? Your best friend tells me you were cursing at him from the car. Were you intoxicated?
We were being dumb, and then he confronts 2 tiny women in front of the house while him, and it wasn't 3, it was like 5 or 6 of his friends.
Were you cursing at 5 or 6 of his friends for, you idiot?
Because they're losers.
Do you get it? Do you get it? They're manipulative. She's a problem. Your dog.
Yikes. I want to know more. I need to go home and watch some Judge Judy today. I need to know what's going on in these. Again, like, why does everybody give the judge attitude? I guess you kind of have to on like these shows like Judge Judy and Joe Brown and stuff, because, you know, it's a TV show and I think that's why people go on there. It's like the Maury of courtrooms.
Didn't board out the law.
Talking! That's your second strike. Madam, you'll be out if you carry on like this. I have some papers in my chambers. I just want to refer to them.
Dang. I mean, you cannot swear in court unless it's part of the evidence.
In the course of my judgment. I think they're the ones I was referring to earlier. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You say that's roughly £5,000. He says that. Now, madam, that may or may not matter, I have to tell you, for the purposes of these proceedings. Thank you very much.
And you can't argue with the judge or the other person. They don't like that very much. They don't like that, especially not Judge Rinder. Rinder. I'll never know. At this point now, I'm confused over which one it really is.
I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way. And and abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with a child. And you have no compassion for not just him.
I mean, makes sense when she says it like that. Makes sense. I mean, that's so true. That is so true. I don't know, again, I don't know what the rest of the situation is like, but makes sense when you say it like that.